Hiya, good morning. Can you please confirm my voice is audible or not?
Good morning, sir. It's audible.
My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, as part of today's session, we'll start a new GCP service called as PubSub. Okay, so this is the one of the GCP service we are having in the Google Cloud platform. So today we'll try to understand the PubSub GCP service. So here we can able to select this. So Google Cloud PubSub is a kind of a messaging service which is provided by Google Cloud platform that allows you to asynchronously send and receive messages between two independent applications, or we can able to say simply independent applications. Just try to understand the statement. Once you can able to understand the statement, understanding PubSub is very easy. And so what we are telling here, Google Cloud PubSub is a kind of a messaging service where we are having this messaging service, or who provided this messaging service. Our Google Cloud platform provided the service. The service only we are calling it as a PubSub. And what is the purpose of the service here? This allowing us to send data asynchronously. So what is happening here, with the help of this service, you can able to asynchronously send and receive the messages between the two independent applications. For example, you are having the application 1, which is going to send messages. And for example, we are having application 2. This application is going to receive the messages. So you are having two independent applications. First application is going to send the messages. Second application is going to receive the messages. And in between these two applications, to send the messages and to receive the messages, here we can able to use the one of the service called as a PubSub service. With the help of this PubSub service, we can able to send the messages and we can able to receive the messages, and we can able to perform this sending and receiving operation between two independent applications. At the same time, here we are using the word called as we are doing this operation asynchronously. Any guesses what is the meaning of asynchronous operation? First, we'll try to understand what is the meaning of synchronous. Then we'll understand what is the meaning of asynchronous operation. For example, as part of synchronous, what will happen is whenever we are sending a message, immediately we are expecting reply. So for example, if you are sending any kind of messages, immediately we are expecting the kind of the reply on top of that messages. That indirectly we can able to call it as a synchronous operation. So best example, we can able to say our phone calls. So when we are calling other people, what is going to happen in the call? You are talking and the other person also talking. Those operations are happening immediately. That kind of operation simply we can able to call it as a synchronous operation. Or for example, if you take the Zoom meetings. In the Zoom meetings, what's happening? I am talking, you are listening. So both the things are happening at a time. Talking and listening are happening on the continuous basis. That operation simply we can able to call it as a synchronous operation. Whenever any operations are going to happen continuously without having any kind of delay, that kind of operation simply we can able to call it as a synchronous operation. Then what is the meaning of asynchronous? Just observe. When we are sending messages,
if there is any delay,
other people or we can able to say after sending the messages, if other person or other application is going to consume that message after some time by depending on their availability. So here what is happening here? You are sending the messages, but other person or application is going to consume that message, or they are going to read that message after some time by depending on their availability. And that kind of operation simply we can able to call it as a asynchronous operation. Indirectly in the synchronous, no waiting time would be there. You are sending the messages, other people are going to consume the messages immediately. But coming to asynchronous operation, what is happening here? There might be the waiting period. You are sending the messages. After sending the messages, after a few minutes or after a few hours, other person or other application is going to consume the messages. Such kind of operation simply we can able to call it as a asynchronous operation. Now any guesses what's the best example for asynchronous? We can able to say our WhatsApp application. Now with the WhatsApp, now in the WhatsApp application, what we can able to say, for example, you are sending the message to your friend. Once you are going to send the message, immediately they are going to see, or after some time they are going to see. Generally, sometimes they will see it immediately. Otherwise, what will happen after 1 hour or 2 hours, whenever he is going to open the mobile, then only he is going to see the messages. Till that time, what you can do here, you can able to send the messages continuously, but other person can able to consume that message, or other person can able to see that message after some time, by depending on their availability. And that kind of operation, simply we can able to call it as a asynchronous operation. Now coming back to the PubSub, what kind of operation it is performing here? It is performing the asynchronous operation, which is nothing but application 1 is sending the messages. Here we can able to say PubSub is falling under asynchronous operations, which is nothing but application 1 send message. Then what will happen? Coming to application 2, immediately they are going to consume the message, or after some time they are going to consume the message. Application 2 will consume that message whenever they want. There is no dependency here. Application 1 is sending the messages continuously, but application 2, what is going to happen? They are going to consume that message whenever they want, or whenever they open the application, then only they are going to consume such kind of messages. And that's the reason, coming to PubSub, we can able to say it is performing the kind of a asynchronous messaging operation between two applications. Asynchronous is nothing but if one person is sending the message, other person can able to consume that message after some time, or there is no dependency between the application 1 and application 2 for the purpose of sending and receiving the messages. And that kind of operation, simply we can able to call it as a asynchronous operation. And coming to here, we are discussing about the PubSub. Now PubSub is comes under the asynchronous or synchronous operation as per our discussion. Simply we can able to say PubSub is nothing but it is falling under the asynchronous operation. And what is the purpose of the PubSub here? It is going to perform it is acting as a message service as part of our Google Cloud platform in between two applications, or in between multiple applications. If you want to perform the messaging activities, in that situation, we can able to use the service called as a PubSub service. And or we can able to say whenever you want to perform any kind of streaming activities. What is the meaning of streaming activity? We are continuously sending the messages. Other person is going to continuously reading the messages, and that kind of operation also, simply we can able to call it as a streaming activities. Whenever you want to perform the streaming activities within the GCP or Google Cloud platform, then here we are going to use the service called as a PubSub. So overall here, PubSub is going to act as a messaging service as part of our GCP. At the same time, our PubSub is going to act as a asynchronous operation between the multiple applications. What is the meaning of asynchronous? If one application is going to send the message, other application can able to consume that message after some time by depending on their availability. That kind of operation only we can able to call it as a asynchronous operation. Okay. Now, as part of this PubSub, mainly we need to understand few terminologies. As part of PubSub, regularly we are going to use few terminologies, and once we can able to understand those terminologies, with that we can able to perform the practicals very easy on top of our PubSub. For that reason, first we will try to understand what all are the different terminologies we are going to use as part of our PubSub service. If you see here, first one, what I'm telling, application 1 is sending the messages, and indirectly here we can able to call this is nothing but publisher. So what we can able to say in this example, I'm saying application 1 is sending the messages. That application 1, simply we can able to call it as nothing but publisher. So we can able to give the statement like this: publisher or applications or services that send messages to PubSub. So here application 1 is sending the messages, or we can able to say application 1 is publishing the messages. And now if you are going to use the PubSub, what is going to happen? This publisher is going to send the messages to the PubSub service. Whatever the GCP service we are using here, what is the GCP service we are using? We are using the PubSub. Now what is the role of the publisher here? Publisher is going to publish the messages to our PubSub service in our GCP platform or in the GCP cloud platform. Now here within the PubSub, we are going to use one more terminology called as a topics. Now publisher is going to send the messages and now whatever the topics we are going to maintain in the PubSub service, this topic is going to contain all the messages. Indirectly, publisher is publishing the messages, but who is going to store all the messages here? We can able to say topics are going to store all the messages and or we can able to say within the topics we are going to maintain all message feeds. Whatever the messages are publishing from the publisher, all those messages we are feeding into our topics, or we can able to say here like this. In PubSub, messages are organized into topics. In simple words, we can able to say here messages are going to organized in the form of the topics, and we can able to say a topic is a named resource. A topic is a named resource to which messages can be sent by publishers. So what we can able to say
Small
here?
question, please.
Yeah, please.
Sir, does it mean that PubSub will store the messages until the second application will receive the message?
Yes, perfect, Andy. So see here in the topics, we are going to store
Okay.
all the messages. Now coming to application 2, whenever it is going to consume the message, then what will happen here? Those messages will be deleted from the topics. That's the terminology only we are going to discuss. In next to 5-10 minutes, you can able to get the clear picture. Just we are going step by step, Andy. So by using the PubSub, what we are doing here, we are performing the messaging activities, which is nothing but we can able to send the messages and we can able to consume the messages. So here we are discussing about some terminologies on top of our PubSub. What is the first one we are discussing? We are discussing about the publisher. Publisher is nothing but whomever is publishing the messages, that we can able to call it as a publisher. After publishing the messages in the PubSub, all the messages are storing where? All the messages are storing into your topics only. That's the reason here we are saying that within the topics we are going to maintain all the message feeds, or we can able to say in the PubSub messages are organized in the form of the topics. Now tell me, who is sending all these messages? Whether topic is sending the messages or publisher is publishing the messages?
Publisher.
Publisher publishing the messages. All those messages we are organizing into the topics only. Here topic is nothing but it is a one of the named resource where we are going to maintain all our can be sent. Sorry, it's my mistake. Yeah. So here we can able to say a topic is a name source to which message can be sent by publisher. Now tell me, whenever publisher want to publish the message, compulsory what need to happen? We need to have a topic only. Without having the topic, publisher cannot able to send the messages, because whenever publisher is going to send the messages, those messages we are saving into the topics. Now without having the topics, publisher cannot able to send the messages. For the reason, as part of doing the practicals also, first we need to create the topics in the GCP service called as a PubSub. When we are going to perform the practicals on top of the PubSub, what is the first step here? First we need to create the topic. After creation of the topic only, as a publisher, what they can do here, they can able to send the messages. Whatever the messages they are sending, those messages are saving on top of your topics. For that reason, here topic is going to play the very important role. Whenever you want to use the PubSub service, compulsory we have to maintain the topics for the purpose of storing all our messages. Okay, now in the topics what we are doing here, we are storing all the messages, and now we need to understand who is going to consume these messages. We can able to say for the purpose of consuming these messages, we are using one more terminology called as a subscribers, which is nothing but in the PubSub service we are going to maintain the subscribers, and subscribers are nothing but subscribers or applications or services that receive messages from a PubSub. By using, I will fill this blank after a few seconds. So see here what I'm telling, subscriber is nothing but indirectly. Here we are discussing application 1 is sending the messages, and what is the application 2 here? Application 2 is performing the activity called as a receiving the messages, or we can able to call it as nothing but consuming the messages. So we can able to say in this example, application 1 is sending the messages, application 2 is going to receive the messages, or they are going to consuming the messages. And indirectly here, this application 2 we can able to call it as nothing but subscriber. Subscriber is nothing but whomever is going to receive the messages or whomever is going to consume the messages, and those people only simply we can able to call it as a subscriber. But subscriber directly cannot able to talk with the topic. To maintain the communication between the subscribers and topics, here we need to maintain one more thing called as a subscription, or this is the one more terminology we are going to use, and so we are going to use one terminology called as a subscription. So here we can able to say subscription is nothing but it's representing the stream of messages from a single topic, or we can able to call it as a multiple topics, and these messages would be delivered to subscribing applications. So we can able to say here subscription is nothing but it is going to represent all the stream of the messages from the single topic, or it is going to represent the stream of the messages from the multiple topics also, by depending on our requirement. And whatever the messages it is representing, all those messages will be delivered to the subscribing applications. And indirectly, whatever the subscriber we are discussing here, for this subscriber, from where it is getting the data, from the subscription it is getting the data. That's the reason here I'm saying that subscribers are applications or services that receive the messages from a PubSub by using, now I will fill this blank, by using subscriptions. Very simple, and publisher is going to publish the messages. Whenever publisher is going to publish the messages, then what will happen? All those messages are going to store into your topics. After storing all the messages into the topic, on top of the topic, we need to create the subscription. On top of this subscription, our subscribers will come into the picture. Whomever want to consume the data, they are going to consume the data with the help of the subscription. This is the flow we need to understand, or just for your understanding, I will put like this. First, I will give the subscription, then I will give the subscribers, and the publisher is going to publish the messages. Those messages are going to store into the topics. And for every topic, we are going to have the subscription. Subscription is going to happen on top of your topic. Now, any application want to consume the messages, or any application want to receive the messages, those people we can able to call it as a subscribers. Now, you try to give the answer. Subscribers are directly communicating with the topic, or subscribers are going to communicate with the help of the subscription.
With the help of subscription.
With the help of the subscription, subscribers are going to get the data from the topics, and indirectly here we can able to give the flow like this. First, we are going to have the publishers which are going to publish the messages, and those messages are coming to the topics. On top of the topics, we need to create the subscriptions, and on top of these subscriptions, we are going to have the subscribers. On top of these subscriptions, we are going to have the subscribers, and these subscribers are going to consume the messages which are present in the topics with the help of the subscriptions. And this is the flow we need to understand. Now you try to give the answer. Earlier I'm saying that application 1 is sending the messages, application 2 is going to receive the messages or consuming the messages. And now tell me, in this whole flow, which one we can able to call it as application 1, which one we can able to call it as application 2? Any guesses?
Publisher is
Earlier we are calling
application
application 1, application 2. Application 1 sending the messages, application 2 is nothing but receiving the messages or consuming the messages, and that is the generic terminology. Now we are discussing the terminologies from the PubSub side. Based on this terminology, we are discussing publisher, topic, subscription, and subscriber. Now by seeing these terminologies, you try to give the answer, which is the application 1, which is the application 2, we can able to say.
Publishers are the application 1 and subscribers are the application 2.
Perfect. Publisher is nothing but application 1. Okay. What about the subscriber?
application 2.
This is nothing but our application 2. Okay. Now you tell me, generally in the real time, can we able to see the single subscriber, or we can able to see the multiple subscribers?
Multiple.
We can able to see the multiple subscribers, and one application sending the messages, but those messages can be able to used by multiple subscribers or multiple applications by depending on the requirement. So that's the reason here, if you are going to work in the real time, we can able to see the multiple subscribers. But tell me, for example, I'm going to have, just I will represent the flow like this again. I'm having subscriber 1 and subscriber 2 and I'm having subscriber 3. Now tell me, for all these subscribers, we need to maintain the different subscriptions or we can able to maintain the same subscription.
Different
Different.
So see here, if you want, we can able to maintain the different subscriptions, or with the help of the same subscription also we can able to perform the activities, and which is nothing but subscriber 1 will communicate with the subscription. With that he will get the data from the topics. Same again, subscriber 2 also can able to communicate with the subscription. With that he can able to get the data from the topics, or subscriber 3 also can able to communicate with the subscription. With that he can able to get the data from the topic. Indirectly, with the help of the single subscription, multiple subscribers can able to consume the data. Otherwise, we can able to see like this also. I am going to maintain subscription 1, subscription 2 and subscription 3. For example, just I'm giving the examples, Sandy. So here, just I'm telling possible scenarios in the real time. There might be the chances we are going to have the one subscription. Same subscription can able to use by multiple subscribers to consume the data from the topics. Otherwise, we can able to see the multiple subscriptions for the multiple subscribers. In this situation, subscriber 1 is connecting with the subscription 1 to get the data from the topics. Subscriber 2 is connecting with the subscription 2 to get the data from the topics. Like that, either you can able to handle this scenario by using the multiple subscriptions, or we can able to handle the scenario by using the single subscription also, by depending on the requirement. But overall, we need to understand what is the publisher, what is the topic, and what is the subscription, and what is the subscriber. Other than all these things, Andy, just we need to understand one more terminology called as a,
Sir,
yeah, 1 second, acknowledgement. Yeah, please continue now.
sir, applications ante, I mean, two services అనుకోవచ్చు కదా, sir. I mean, GCP services.
Yeah, you can call it as a GCP services, or you can take it as a 2 web applications, or you can consider it as a 2 phone applications, whatever it is. So in between any kind of applications, we can able to maintain the communication, or we can able to perform the messaging operations by using our PubSub.
ఓకే, అంటే ఐ మీన్ నా క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ లో మనం వేరే అయినా అప్లికేషన్ సపోర్ట్ లో కూడా పబ్లిష్ ఇది వాడచ్చా పబ్సబ్, లేకపోతే ఓన్లీ టూ సర్వీసెస్ బిట్వీన్, ఐ మీన్ ఇన్ జీసీపీ కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఆ సర్వీసెస్ మధ్యలోనే వాడగలమా అని?
So you can able to maintain this in the GCP services or in general web applications. For example, Twitter is a kind of a, if you take Twitter is a kind of a web application, or it's a kind of a social media application. From that Twitter, you can able to read the data. That data you can able to populate into the other application with the help of the PubSub. Okay, so you can able, so application is nothing but you can able to take it as a GCP services, or you can able to take it as a web application, or you can able to take it as a your mobile applications also. Any application.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Now here we need to understand one more
Sir,
terminology.
one small question, please.
Yeah, please.
Sir, if you don't have the subscription, then the subscriber will not receive the messages, sir.
No, they will not able to receive the messages because
So
compulsory
the
we have to
messages
maintain
will
the
remain-
Yeah, tell me.
So the messages will remain in the topics only, sir.
Yeah, messages will present in the topics only, but to maintain the communication between the topics and subscribers, have to maintain the subscriptions. Without having the subscriptions, subscriber cannot able to consume the data from the topics.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and don't get any kind of confusion, Sunday. In the topics only we are going to have the messages. Subscribers only is going to consume the messages. Then what is the role of the subscription here? To maintain the communication between the topics and subscriber. Indirectly we can able to say subscription are going to play the role. Without having the subscriptions, topics cannot able to send the messages to the subscriber, or we can able to say subscriber cannot able to consume the messages from the topics.
So
Okay.
it's like, yeah. So it's like an OTT platform. If we don't have any subscription, we can't like.
Yeah, simply like that. Correct. In the OTT, if you don't have any subscription, you cannot able to see the content in the OTT, right? In the same way, on top of the subscriber, first they need to take the subscription. Once they are going to take the subscription from here, from the PubSub, then only they can able to consume the messages on top of your topics. Okay. Now here we need to understand what is the meaning of acknowledgement. And the acknowledgement is nothing but once a subscriber is going to receive the messages, receive and process the messages, okay, it will give acknowledgement. What is going to happen? Coming to here, subscriber is going to receive the message, or subscriber is going to consume the message, and after receiving or consuming or processing the message, then what is going to happen here? Subscriber is need to send the acknowledgement. What is the meaning of acknowledgement here? It is given the acknowledgement saying that I received the data, I processed the data. So once it is going to give the acknowledgement, with this acknowledgement, what will happen is, with this acknowledgement, messages will remove from topics. So for example, topic is sending the message 1 and once message 1 is consuming by subscriber, then what will happen? Subscriber is going to give the acknowledgement saying that I received the message. Once a subscriber is going to give the acknowledgement, then only what will happen? In the topics, whatever the messages it is having, it is clearing those messages, and this is the cycle going to happen. Now for example, subscriber saw the message or subscriber received the message, but subscriber didn't give any kind of acknowledgement. Now you tell me, messages will there present in the topics, or it is going to remove?
Present in the topics.
It will present in the topics only. So till when those messages were going to store in the topics, and till it is
Till
going to
receive.
get the acknowledgement from the subscriber, your messages will store in the topics only. After receiving the messages after receiving the acknowledgement from the subscriber, then only what is going to happen here? In the topics, it is going to remove that message. This is the cycle going to happen. Publisher will send the messages to topic. Topic is going to have the relationship with the subscription. With the help of the subscription, subscriber is going to consume the data. After consuming the data, what subscriber has to do here? It need to send the acknowledgement. Once it is going to send the acknowledgement, then only what is going to happen here? From the topic, that message is going to remove only. This is the cycle going to happen on top of our entire flow. At the same time, as part of using the PubSub, compulsory we need to understand what is the publisher, what is the topic, what is the subscription, what is the subscriber. All these are the basic things we need to understand as part of using our PubSub service. Okay, now out of all these things I can able to say, just observe, publisher and topic and subscription and subscriber. Just I'm categorizing like this, and publisher and subscriber we are having. In between we are having the topic and subscription. Out of all these four, what we'll do here is only topic and subscription we will maintain in the PubSub. So what I'm telling here, topic and subscription we are going to maintain in the PubSub service. Now you tell me, what is the publisher indirectly, as we discussed earlier? It's nothing but your application one, for example. Okay, and coming to subscriber, subscription is nothing but your subscriber is nothing but we can able to call it as a application 2, because subscriber is consuming the messages, which is nothing but subscriber we can able to call it as a application 2. Indirectly, this is the external application, this is the one more external application, which is nothing but these applications we are not maintaining in the PubSub. These are kind of the external application. Again, don't get any kind of confusion why we are calling it as a external application. Just to think that publisher is nothing but it is the one of the application which is sending the messages, and now to where it is sending the messages? To your topics. Where we are having this topic? Within the PubSub service we are having this topic, and don't think that publisher application we are not maintaining in the PubSub. And publisher application we are not at all maintaining in the PubSub. Only this is the terminology we are using. In the same way, coming to subscriber, this also we are not going to maintain in the PubSub, but this is the terminology we are using. Out of all these four terminologies, which one we are maintaining in the PubSub? Only topic and subscription. Only these two we are maintaining in the PubSub. For this topic, what is the input? From where we are getting the messages? From the publisher, which is nothing but from your external application. That might be the GCP service, that might be the web application, or that might be the mobile application. From the external application, you are going to get the data into the PubSub, into the topic. Now, this is the one more external application. Again, that might be the mobile application, or that might be the web application. It is going to consume the messages from the PubSub by using the subscription. This is the way we need to understand. Out of all these terminologies, which are presenting in the PubSub, which are not presenting in the PubSub, and don't get any kind of confusion. All these four are not going to present in the PubSub. Publisher is a kind of a external web application. Subscriber is kind of a external web application. Only topic and subscription which we are going to maintain within the PubSub. This is the way we need to understand all the terminologies, and we need to understand which terminologies are presenting in the PubSub and which are presenting outside of the PubSub. Okay. Any questions out of all these statements, please ask me. Any small questions also, please ask me, because once you understand all these points, with that, doing the practicals will become as a very, very easy. That's the reason we are spending this much of time to understand all these terminologies.
So
The
one small
subscribers acknowledgement they will send through subscriptions only or directly send to topics, sir?
Through subscription. See, anything, any communication is going to happen between the topic and subscriber with the help of the subscription only. Receiving the messages or sending the acknowledgements, everything is going to happen with the help of the subscription. But through the subscription, once acknowledgement is coming, from where it is removing the messages, from the topic or from the subscription?
From topic.
The topic, it will remove the messages, okay? Because all the messages are present in the topic only. That's the reason topic will remove the messages after it is getting the acknowledgement. But who is sending the acknowledgement? Subscriber. Who is helping to send this acknowledgement to the topic? Subscription. That's the reason indirectly we can able to say subscription is acting as a kind of a communication layer between your topic and subscriber.
So from the
one
topic
small
and
question.
publisher, we don't have any connectivity like, okay, this data is loaded or something, not like that.
Now see, for example, a publisher is nothing but one web application. If
Okay.
this web application want to send the messages to the topic, what need to happen? Publisher need to create a connectivity with this topic. That is the external connectivity or internal connectivity in the PubSub. That is the external connectivity only. With the help of that external connectivity, they are going to create a topic. They are going to connect with the topic. With the help of that, they are going to send all the messages, and all those messages will be storing into the topic.
So that means once we receive the acknowledgement, only till topic only it will go, or it will not go to publishing that way.
It will not go to publisher, right? So why it need to go to the publisher? Because publisher role is nothing but it is sending the only messages. But here where we are storing all the messages in the PubSub only in the topic, that's the reason it will remove the only messages from the topic. It is not going to connect with the publisher after sending the acknowledgement.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, one small question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Please. Continue.
Sir,
So-
do the publisher also need to have the subscription, sir, for sending the messages?
No, it is not required. Publisher no need to have the subscription. Publisher directly can able to send the messages to the topic.
Sir, and can the subscriber send the message to the publisher, sir?
Subscriber can able to send the, so then what will happen? For example, if I'm giving publisher is a A1 and subscriber is a A2, for example. Now, what is your requirement? You want to send the subscriber as a message to the publisher, and directly subscriber cannot able to send the message to the publisher. Now, if you want to do that activity, what need to happen? This A2 can become as a publisher and this A1 need to become as a subscriber. Then only what will happen? This message communication can able to happen between the subscriber to publisher. Whenever you want to send the messages, then instead of calling it as a subscriber, we need to call it as a publisher. Now in this flow, subscriber is acting as a, A2 is acting as a subscriber. But what is the question you are asking? A2 need to send the messages to the A1. In the situation, we need to make A2 as a publisher, A2 as a publisher, and A1 we need to become as a publisher, subscriber here. We need to reverse the process. Is it clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, sir, let's some instance of time. So subscriber one is down. So is it send it to the message to publisher to retry the message again to subscriber one?
Yes, it will retry to send the messages, and at the same time we can define the retry interval also. So as part of sending the message from the subscription to subscriber, for example, one message was sent, but because of some reason, as you mentioned, subscriber one is in the down state. Okay, then what will happen? It can able to perform the retry in the sending the message. As part of creation of the subscription, we can able to define all those kind of parameters, and after how much time you want to perform the retry operation, after 10 seconds or after 1 minute or after 5 minutes, you want to retry the message, you want to retry to send the message. Those kind of variables we can able to define as part of creation of our subscription.
Okay, we can configure the retry.
Yes, as part of doing the practicals, I will show you that how we can able to perform that kind of all these values.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing, sir, in the top we discussed about consuming, right, sir? What is that consuming?
Consuming is nothing but reading all the messages, and So from the publisher, we are getting the messages. After getting the messages, what is happening here? The subscriber 2 is reading those messages. On top of those messages, subscriber 2 or application need to perform some kind of analysis. So how many, for example, if you take the web application, just a video simple example. See, in the web application, one user is login. Now my requirement is whenever user login, I want to send notification to topic. Just I'm giving generic example only. In the web application, one user is logged in. Whenever user got logged in, I want to send the notification to topic. Indirectly, what is the meaning of notification here? I want to send the messages to the topic. Now on top of this topic, for example, we are having the subscription. Now on top of that, for example, my subscriber or my application 2 is taking the subscription. With this, what will happen? Whatever the notification received, one user is login, that message is consumed by subscriber. Now on top of this, what he can do here? Simply this application 2 can able to do some analysis, or this application 2 can able to send some mail notification. So when all these things are going to happen, this analysis or this mail notification, all these activities will be taken care by your application 2. But when all these things are going to happen, whenever subscriber is going to consume the message, what is the message? Whenever user is logged in, this web application is going to send the notification to the topic. That is the calling that we are calling it as a message. Once this message is coming, then what's happening here? Application 2 or subscriber is going to consume the message. After consuming that message, this application 2 want to perform some other activities by depending on their requirement. What are those activities? One is might be they want to perform the analysis, which is nothing but how many times this user is logging from last 1 week, that kind of analysis. Or after receiving this message as a application 2, he want to send the notification to the user saying that you logged into this system, that kind of notification he want to send. So all these kind of operations is going to take care by your application 2. But when all these operations are going to happen from the application 2, whenever he is going to receive the message or whenever he is going to consume the message, then your application 2 can able to perform all these kind of activities. And that is the reason just we are going to maintain the PubSub service. With the help of the PubSub service here, we are maintaining the communication between our web application and application 2. With that, web application can able to send the message here. What is the message? Indirectly we are calling is nothing but our notification. Whatever the notification is sending from the web application 2 will consume that notification. With that, they are going to perform some other activities based on their requirement. Okay, in this whole process, indirectly we can able to say this application 2 is nothing but it is receiving the message, or we can able to call it is consuming the message, or we can able to call it is processing the message by depending on their requirement. And you can able to call it as a receiving the message or consuming the message, or we can able to call it as a processing the message.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Here, publisher is only one application.
That can be multiple applications.
Okay, sir.
Publisher can be multiple applications. Subscriber also can able to see it as a multiple applications. And only for our easy understanding, I'm given the only application 1 and application 2. But in the real time, generally what will happen, you can able to get the data from the multiple applications, and you want to send that data to the multiple other applications. In that situation, we can able to see the multiple publishers and we can able to see the multiple subscribers. And at the same time, multiple publishers can able to send the messages to the single topic, or multiple publishers can able to send the messages to the multiple topics also by depending on the requirement. Earlier what I told you, multiple subscribers can able to have the relationship with the multiple subscriptions. In the same way, multiple publishers can able to contain the relation with the single topic, or multiple publishers can able to contain the relation with the multiple topics by depending on the requirement.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, after a few minutes, after 3-4 minutes, I will show you one diagram. In that diagram, you can able to see all this information. Whatever the statement I given in the last 1 minute, multiple publishers can able to send the messages to multiple topics, or multiple subscribers can able to connect with the multiple subscription. All this information I will show it in the diagrammatic format. With that, you can able to get the clear picture for your question. Just wait for 2 minutes. Okay. Any other questions up here?
So do we have any API, sir, for publishers and consumers so that we can call from our application?
Yeah, you can use the APIs, or you can able to use some kind of commands to publish the messages from the publisher to topic. Okay.
In publish, how many days we can maintain the data?
In the publisher or in the topic?
Topic.
In the topic, you can define that interval. So actually we can able to, by default, it will take it as a 7 days only. But for example, if you don't want to maintain data for 7 days, you can define it as I want to maintain data for 1 day or 2 days. All those are nothing but we have to configure as part of creation of the topic by depending on your requirement. So you have to define those values, whatever the values we defined. Based on that, your topics information will be stored in the topics. Sorry, your messages will be stored in the topics. Okay, yeah, just will continue here, and just I will show you few diagrams here. Just observe. So whatever we discussed theoretically so far, same information you can able to see it in the diagrammatic format like this. And if you see what is the first one we are having, publisher. What publisher is doing? Publisher is sending the messages as messages to the topic, and topic is going to have the relation with the subscription. In the topic, what is going to happen? We are going to store all the messages into our topic by using the message storage, and the publisher is going to send the messages. All the messages are going to store in the topic by using the message storage, and this topic is going to have the relationship with our subscription. And what subscription is going to do here? It is sending all the messages to your subscriber. Now if you observe here, topic is sending the messages to the subscriber, or subscription is sending the messages to the subscriber? Subscription is sending the messages to the subscriber. Now, after subscriber receiving the message, what we discussed? Subscriber will send the acknowledgement. Now, if you tell me, subscriber is sending the acknowledgement directly to the topic, or subscriber is sending the acknowledgement to the subscription? Subscriber is sending the acknowledgement to the subscription, and this is the way we need to understand our end-to-end flow. Indirectly, whatever we discussed in the last 20 to 25 minutes theoretically, all that information you can able to understand simply by using this small diagram. In this diagram, you can able to see publisher sending the messages to the topic, and subscriber can able to consume that message from the topic with the help of the subscription. Subscription is sending the messages from the topic to subscriber. After that, subscriber can able to send the acknowledgement to the subscription. With that, topic is going to remove the messages from the message storage. All these are the things going to happen as part of our PubSub architecture. Now, if you observe, out of all these things, which are present only in the cloud PubSub? Publisher is present in the PubSub and subscriber is present in the PubSub, or only topic and subscription are present in the PubSub?
Topic and
Only
PubSub and
topic
message
and
storage.
subscription are present in the PubSub. Indirectly, in the topic, internally it is using the message storage only, but at the high level we can able to say only topic and subscription are presenting in our PubSub. All the publishers and subscribers are nothing but our external applications. This is the way simply we can able to understand what is the flow with the help of this diagram, or what is the architecture it is following internally by using our PubSub. Okay, in the same way, just I will show you one more diagram. Just
Topic will maintain another storage box to storage the messages, sir.
Yeah, internally it is storing the message. Internally it is maintaining one message storage. In that message storage, it is storing all the messages only, but you cannot able to see this information on top of your PubSub service. In the PubSub, you are going to see only the topic. Internally, it is going to use the message storage only. Okay.
Sir, once the message will be deleted, removed after another subscriber, how it can be used again?
No, he cannot able to use it. Once that message is going to delete it from the topic, other subscriber cannot able to use that message. Because message was deleted, right? That's the reason other subscriber cannot able to read that one.
Again, publisher will be.
Again, so for example, if other subscriber want to use that message only, again publisher has to send the message. With that only, other subscriber can able to read the message from the topic.
Okay.
Sir, can we able to see the messages what we have sent to the subscription?
Yeah, we can able to see. I will show you practically. So when we started the practicals, I will show you everything on the topic, subscription, messages, all that information I will show you practically in 5-10 minutes.
Okay, sir, but you are saying that we can't see the message storage messages.
No. See, we can able to see the message in the output, but internally where that message is storing? Internally, it is storing in the message storage. Okay, for example, in the database side, you are given the select star from the table. You are seeing the data in the output screen, but internally where the data is storing?
Message
The
storage.
data is storing in the database, right? In the same way, topics are storing all the data internally. But if you want to see the data, we can able to see the data on the screen only. But internally, where the data is storing, the data is storing in the message storage. That is the one I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Now just observe. So if you see this one, earlier some people are asking the question, right? Can we be able to send multiple publisher the messages to the topic study? If you see here, here in this example, this is called as a many-to-one pattern. So we are having the different types of the patterns in the PubSub only. First type of pattern, if you observe, we are having the multiple publishers. What these publishers are doing here, each and every publisher is connecting with the individual topics in this. Show the so concentrate on the only first diagram only. Publisher 1 is connecting with the topic 1. Publisher 2 connecting with the topic 2, and both the topics are having the individual subscription. After that, subscribers are going to take the data from all the subscriptions only. This is the way we can able to say multiple publishers can able to send the messages to the multiple topics by depending on the requirement. But if you see the second diagram, what is the difference between the first one and second one? In the second one, we are having the multiple publishers. Multiple publishers are sending the messages to the multiple topics, or multiple publishers are sending the messages to the single topic here.
Single topic.
Multiple publishers are sending the messages to the single topic, and indirectly by depending on the requirement, you can able to maintain the multiple publishers with the multiple topics, or we can able to maintain multiple publishers with the single topic. In the same way, if you see the below here, in this example, one subscriber is maintaining the relationship with the multiple subscriptions, but coming to here, multiple subscribers are going to contain the relationship with the single subscription. That is also possible. And again, if you see here, multiple subscribers are going to have the relationship with the multiple subscriptions, and indirectly, earlier a few minutes back I told you, right, multiple publishers can able to send the messages to multiple topics. Multiple subscribers can able to contain the relationship with the multiple subscriptions also. All those are the possible scenarios, and all that information you can able to see by using these three diagrams. First one we can able to call it as a many to one. Second one we can able to call it as a many to many. What is the meaning of many to many? Many publishers, many subscribers. Next we can able to see one to many, which is nothing but one publisher, and we are going to see the multiple subscribers only. And what is the meaning of many to one? We are having the multiple publishers, but we are going to see the single subscriber. Like that, you can able to see different types of the patterns if you are going to work in the real time. Just I am representing all this information in the diagrammatic format. Already we discussed this in the theoretically, but just I am representing this information in the diagrammatic format. By seeing this diagram, you can able to understand multiple publishers can able to contain only single subscriber, or multiple publishers can able to contain multiple subscribers, or one publishers can able to contain multiple subscriber. All these are the possible scenarios we can able to see as part of using our PubSub service in our GCP platform. Okay, any question on top of this diagram, please ask me again.
Sir, once the subscriber receive the messages, after that we'll delete the messages from with help of acknowledgement, right?
Yes.
From where we delete, sir? Topic or
From the
subscription?
topic one. So already we discussed, right? So you tell me where we are having all the messages, in the subscription or in the topic?
Topics.
Here before diagram,
Yeah.
it is linked with subscription.
You see here, it is having the linkage, okay? But actually where we are having all the messages? In the topic, okay? Subscription is just a kind of a communication layer between your topic and subscriber only. In the subscription, we are not storing any kind of messages. Where we are having all the messages in the topic. Simple only. Reading the messages will be storing the messages will be taken care by your topic. From where we are deleting the messages also only from the topic. But when we are going to delete the messages only after getting the acknowledgement from the subscriber, then only we are going to delete the messages from the topic. But subscriber is going to give the acknowledgement to the topic directly, or subscriber is going to give the acknowledgement to the subscription. Subscriber will send the acknowledgement to the subscription. With that, in that topic, it is going to delete that message by depending on our requirement. That is the flow we need to understand by seeing this diagram. Don't get any kind of confusion. Here we are having the relation from the subscriber to subscription to get the acknowledgement. After getting the acknowledgement, your messages will be deleted from the topic, not from the subscription. Is it clear?
So one small question, please.
Yeah, please.
So here in many to many, many subscribers are there and one topic is there. So if a message is delivered to one subscriber, then the message will be deleted from the topic. Then how could the other subscribers will receive the message if it is already deleted?
Yeah, see here. So actually here we are having the single subscription. Subscriber 1 taken the subscription. Subscriber 2 taken the subscription. Subscriber 3 taken the subscription, which is nothing but if subscriber 1 is given the acknowledgement and the message will be deleted from the topic, only subscriber 1 cannot able to access that message. But subscriber 2, if you want, he can able to retrieve the message from the topic indirectly. Whenever we are going to have the multiple subscribers, we can able to think like this, and in that topic, same message will be stored as a 3 copies. Just think like that, okay? So whenever we are going to have the 3 subscribers with the subscription on the single topic, internally we can able to think that in this topic, you are having the 3 copies of the message, 1 copy for subscriber 1, 1 copy for subscriber 2, 1 copy for the subscriber 3. Now, for example, subscriber 3 given the acknowledgement, then what will happen? 1 copy only will be removed from the topic. Then we are going to have the 2 copies in the topic only. After that, subscriber 2 also given the acknowledgement. Then what will happen? 1 more copy removed from the topic. Indirectly, now we are having the only single copy. Now subscriber 1 also given the acknowledgement. Then what will happen here? That data will be deleted. Whatever the existing copy we are having, that also deleted. Indirectly, here it is having the 3 copies because of having the 3 subscribers. Now all the subscribers are given the acknowledgement. With that, what will happen? That all the copies will be deleted from your topic. But instead of calling it as a copy, I am giving it as a single topic. But whenever we are going to have the multiple subscribers, automatically what will happen? It is going to contain the multiple copies on top of your topic. That is the way we need to understand. Is it clear? Okay. Another question, Steve?
The single subscriber in this single subscriber.
Single sub, which one you want to say?
First one.
Okay, yeah, tell me the first diagram. If you see first diagram,
Okay,
single subscriber, it is, yeah, if we, for example, subscriber 1 is given the acknowledgement to this subscription, then from where it will delete the message? From this topic. For example, subscriber is the same subscriber is given the communication to the this subscription acknowledgement. Then from where it will delete the message? It will delete the message from this topic. Here we are having the 2 individual topics for the same subscriber. But if subscriber is given the acknowledgement for this message in this flow, it will delete the message from this topic. But coming to same subscriber is given the acknowledgement for this message, then from where it will delete the data? It will delete the data from this topic only. Don't think that both are the same topics here. This is the topic 1 separate topic. This is the separate topic. And for both the topics, we are having the same subscriber. That is the way we need to understand on this diagram here.
So it is depend on the type of message.
What is the meaning of type of message only? Type of the subscription here, you need to say. Subscriber is having the relationship with the subscriber 1. Subscriber is having the relationship with the subscriber 2. For example, this subscriber received the message from the subscriber 1 and he given the acknowledgement. Now this subscriber 1 will give that information to the topic. With that, in that topic 1, it will delete the message as only. Now, for example, subscriber is given the acknowledgement to the subscription 2. Then what will happen? It will delete the message from the topic 1 or topic 2. Are you listening? It is going to delete the message from the topic 2 only. So indirectly, from whatever the subscription he is going to send the message, he will give the acknowledgement to that subscription. Based on that, it is going to delete the data from the respective topic as part of our flow. Any other questions?
Sir, 1-to-1 also it's accepting, right, sir?
Yeah, 1-to-1 also it will accept. So if you see our example, in our example, this is the, what is this flow only? This is 1-to-1 or this is 1-to-many? This is 1-to-1. Okay. Actually, in the diagram, I'm not representing 1-to-1, but there we can able to see the 1-to-1 relationship also between the publisher and subscriber.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Any confusions on these diagrams? Don't get any kind of confusions. Very, very, very simple topic only. Try to understand the terminologies, try to understand the concept. With that, you can able to understand very easily whatever we are discussing as part of our session.
So in the many-to-one, the publishers are 1-1. It's coming to subscriber. It is more easier. That means different applications or databases or how.
Can you repeat the question again?
So in the publisher, we are getting one separately. One publisher is coming, and the subscriber we are seeing the 3, right? In the many-to-one only.
Please stand away from the doors.
Just 1 second. Your name is Rajat or Sachendra? Yeah, no, please continue. Rajat.
Yeah, in the publisher we are having one, right? And its subscriber is seeing the three. So that means different databases or different services or
Different services in the web application. Now tell me if you are going to work in the web application only. In the web application, we can able to see the single service or we can able to see the multiple services. For example, if you take the Amazon or if you take the Flipkart only, in the Flipkart, single web application, Amazon or Flipkart is a, for example, say single web application. Within the web application, what we are going to see, we can able to see the login service and we can able to see the payment service and we can able to see the checkout service and we can able to see the search service. So like that, we are going to see the multiple services, right? All those services only we can able to call it as a multiple representation by using these three here.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Any other questions? Okay, if no questions, now we'll start with the practical study. Now see here. Now if you want to do the practicals, based on your understanding, you try to give the answer. What all are the things we need to create in the PubSub? I will correct you only. Based on your understanding, whatever we discussed from the last 30 minutes, you try to give the answer. What all are the activities we need to perform in the PubSub service?
We need to create topic first one.
I am saying that create a publisher. Tell me, is the correct statement?
No.
No.
It's a
First one
completely
is
wrong
topic.
statement. Okay, publisher is nothing but it's a kind of a third-party application. You are not creating any third-party applications here, so this is a completely wrong statement. So we need to create a topic. Okay, after that,
Create a subscription.
I am saying, for example, create a subscriber. Is the correct answer?
No.
Subscriber is a external application, or this is the application which is present in the PubSub. This is a external application. Okay, so this we are not creating. So here, what I can able to say, create a subscription. Okay, only these two are the activities which we are going to perform only. Just we need to create a topic and we need to create a subscription. Topic we are using for the purpose of storing all the messages. Subscription we are using to communicate with our subscriber. We are going to maintain the subscription, which is nothing but within the PubSub we need to create the topic and we need to create the subscription. After that, here with the help of the publisher, we need to maintain the communication with the topic, and here with the help of the subscriber, we need to consume the messages. So I will show you all those things, but in the PubSub service, we are going to create a topic. At the same time, we are going to create the subscription. Please open your console, your cloud console. How to open console? Console.cloud.google.com. So please open this. We'll do the practicals on this. Please open your Google Cloud Console. After opening your Google Cloud Console, please go to search for PubSub. Whomever is not talking, can you please go on mute? Every time I cannot able to mute you people only. Please go on mute. So search for PubSub. Once you search for PubSub, you can able to see the PubSub service. Just click on that. So just open the PubSub service. If it is asking for any kind of enable API, please click on enable API. And if it is not asking, well and good. If it is asking for any enable API button, please click on that. Okay. Now here you can able to see topic, create a topic. Please click on the create topic. Please click on create topic. It is asking the topic ID and so here give the topic ID. For example, here I'm giving topic ID as sample. You can give any name. Just I'm giving here the name as a sample. Okay. Now after that, just uncheck this one and add default subscription. Whenever we are going to create a topic, by default it will create a subscription, but we'll create the subscription manually for understanding purpose. That's the reason. Please uncheck the add a default subscription. Just give the topic name. After that, please uncheck add a default description. Okay. Earlier someone asked, right? So how many days we can able to have the messages in the topic? And if you want to store define that information, here we need to click on the enable message retention. If you click on this, see what's the default value we are having? 7. Okay. If you want, you can able to make it as a 1 day or 2 day or 3 day, or we can able to give it as a hours and minutes also. Based on this information, it is going to store the messages for those many number of days on top of your topics. And but in the first example, I'm unchecking this, but whenever you want to give the retention on top of your messages in the topics, then only we have to enable this one. So just you have to give the topic name and uncheck all these 3 things, then click on create button. It's very simple to create the topic. Only click on create topic, give the topic name, uncheck all the checkboxes here. With that, just click on the create button. With that, you can able to create the topic. Okay. Now our topic creation is completed. Now what's the next step here? We need to create the subscription. So if you want to create the subscription, in the left side you can able to see the subscription option. In the left side here you can able to see the topics and you can able to see the subscription. Already we created the topics and now our requirement is I want to create the subscription. Please click on the subscription. In the left side, please click on the subscription. Once you click on the subscription, here you can able to get the window like this. In this window, please click on create subscription. Click on create subscription. Here it is asking the subscription ID. Please give the name as sample_sub. So I'm giving, for example, name as a sample_sub. You can give any naming convention ID. Just for my understanding, I'm giving it as a sample_sub. After that, it is asking, this is the subscription we are creating for which topic. So we have to specify that information. This subscription we are creating for which topic only. That is the information we need to fill in the second one. If we click on the this drop down, what is the topic we created? I given the topic name as a sample. That topic name you can able to see because of having the only one topic, it is displaying the only one topic only. If you are going to have the multiple topics, you can able to see the multiple topics here. But so far we created the only one topic. That's the reason here it is showing the only one topic in the drop down. Please select the topic.
We are not getting any drop down light directly. It's taking the default, sir. Is that okay, right?
Yeah, that's okay. So in the default, if it is showing the name for whatever the topic which you created, that is fine. You can use that. Just give your subscription name. After that, select the topic for which topic you want to create the subscription. After that, if you observe here, we are having the delivery type and we are having the pull and push. So pull is nothing but if you want to receive the messages manually, we need to select the option called as a pull. If you want to receive the messages automatically, then we need to select the option called as a push, or we can able to select the option called as a BigQuery, or we can able to select the option called as a cloud storage. And for first example, we'll take the option called as a pull. Pull is nothing but whatever the messages we are getting into the topic, you want to receive those messages manually. Whenever you want to receive the messages manually, then we need to use the option called as a pull. But if you want to receive the messages automatically on the flow, then we have to select the option called as a push, or we can able to select the BigQuery, or we can able to select the cloud storage. In the first example, we'll select the option for the pull only. So please select the pull only. In the second example, we'll see for BigQuery and cloud storage. In the first example, please select the pull. After that, just ignore all the remaining values and just click on create. Just give your subscription name, select the topic, give the delivery type as a default value, which is nothing but pull only. After that, just click on create. With this, what we are doing here, we are creating the subscription. Anyone facing any issues up to here? Creation of the topic and creation of the subscription.
Like a message, no data is available for the selected time frame.
Where you're seeing that in the messages tab.
Oldest unnamed message age.
Yeah, correct. Anush. Just wait for some time. So you created the subscription, you created the topic, right? Just wait for a few seconds, few minutes. Okay. Now, please go back to your topics and again from the left side, just to go to the topics. Please open your topic. Please open your topic. So go to the topics and please click on your topics. Once you click on the topics, here we can able to see the subscription information for this topic. How many subscriptions are there? If you want to see that information from the below window, we can able to see the subscriptions only. So on this topic, how many subscriptions we created so far? Only one subscription. For that reason, here we can able to see the subscription information. Now see, for example, if you want to publish the messages only, please go to the messages tab here. Please go to messages tab. Please go to messages tab in the topics window. In the topics below, please go to the messages tab. Here, just they are giving the option to you for publishing. Indirectly, you are acting as a source application and you are publishing the messages manually. Just for understanding, I'm doing this activity only. Now you are the application. You want to publish the message. If you want to publish the message, where we need to come? We need to come to the topics. Here we can able to see one option called as a messages. Within the messages, we see what option we are having here. You can able to see one option called as a publish messages only. Please click on this. Please click on publish message. Please click on publish message. After that, here you can able to type some content. Hello, GCP, for example, I'm typing. Just I'm giving a sample message. What I'm doing here from the in this window, if you want, we can able to generate a generic messages by depending on our convenience or for our understanding purpose. For the reason, we need to go to messages. We need to click on publish message. After that, just give a generic messages only. After that, just click on publish. Just click on publish. Now tell me indirectly here, who is the source application? What is the source application? You yourself is acting as a source application. You yourself publishing the message manually only. So with that, we populated the message. Now you tell me, I want to see the message. Where we need to go?
Topics.
If you want to see the messages, now I am going to the subscription. Please go to the subscriptions again. Please go back to the subscription. Click on your subscription. Please move from topics to subscription console. In the subscription console, please click on your subscription. Then please come to the messages tab here. Please come to your messages tab. Actually, what need to happen? Whatever the messages topic is sending, that information we need to see in the subscription. With that only, subscriber can able to access the messages only. But if you observe here we are not seeing any kind of messages. Any guesses what is the reason? Topic is having the messages, but in the subscription we are not seeing any kind of messages in the messages window. What is the reason? Because as part of creation of the subscription, you given the option as a pull or you given the option as a push.
Pull.
We given the option as a pull. What is the meaning of pull? We discussed already. If you want to see the messages, we need to pull the messages manually. Then only you can able to see the messages. And for that reason, if you observe here we can able to see the option called as a pull. Please click on this. Please click on pull. If you see comment, if you click on the pull, now you can able to see the message body only. Now you tell me from where this message is coming. From your topic, this message is coming. Subscription is having the communication with the topic. From the topic, we are pulling the messages only. Now tell me indirectly, who is receiving the message here or who is consuming the message?
Subscription.
Subscription or subscriber? It's a subscriber. Okay, now
Subscribers will
in this
consume.
example, who is acting as a subscriber indirectly?
We are
We
acting as
only.
a subscriber.
We are acting as a subscriber. Don't get the confusion. Earlier we discussed that source application, target application. Only for understanding what I'm doing here. As a user, you are publishing the message. As a user, you are only consuming the message. As part of consuming the message, what I'm doing here, I need to come to subscription. Here we need to click on the pull button. By click on the pull button only, you can able to consume the message. Indirectly, you are acting as a subscriber for the purpose of receiving the message. But directly we are receiving the message, or through the subscription we are receiving the message. Through the subscription, we are receiving the messages only. Now if you observe here, I want to acknowledge this message, but if you see in the acknowledgement, what it is showing? Deadline is exceeded, which is nothing but whenever we are pulling the messages only, for that message we are having some default time. So here it is having the default time as a 10 seconds. For that reason, within 10 seconds, if we are not going to give the acknowledgement, what is happening here? This is showing that deadline is exceeded. Now you tell me, acknowledgement is showing it as a deadline is exceeded. Now if I'm going to click on the pull button one more time, will it display the data or will it not display the data? Any guesses?
Will display the data.
It will display the data. What is the reason? We haven't given any acknowledgement so far. That's the reason still this message is present in the topics. And for that reason, if we click on the pull again, see. Again, what's happening? We are getting the hello GPP. Now here we can able to see the acknowledgement option. Just wait for a few seconds. See, after a few seconds, what's happening again? Deadline got exceeded, which is nothing but after sending the message within the few seconds, we have to specify the acknowledgement. Again, this is also kind of a configurable only. We can able to give the configuration in how much time you want to disable the acknowledgement option. That is the configuration we can able to set as part of creation of our subscription. Now coming to here, we click on the pull, but we have to give the acknowledgement. That's the reason still this message is present in the topic. Again, I'm going to click on the pull. Now I want to give the acknowledgement, but if you want to give the acknowledgement, so here we have to enable this checkbox. So what is the meaning of this checkbox? Enable acknowledgement messages. If you want to enable this acknowledgement, first we have to enable this button. Please enable this button. Please enable this button. Now, any cases, what's the next step? Your acknowledgement is again exceeded. Again, what we have to do?
We have to pull.
You need to click on pull one more time. Now, if you see acknowledgement is in the enable mode, please click on acknowledgement. Now, what happened? Your message is gone, which is nothing but as a subscriber, you read the message. After that, you given the acknowledgement. Now, you tell me, I given the acknowledgement. If I'm going to click on the pull button, now what will happen? Can we get the data?
Get the message. No.
We'll see the
No
data.
messages.
I clicked on pull. When I click on pull, if you observe what's going to happen, see, are we getting any messages? No. Indirectly, whatever we discussed earlier before 10 minutes back, and theoretically, you can able to link each and everything only. We given the acknowledgement. From where we given the acknowledgement? With the help of the subscription, we given the acknowledgement. With that, it is deleting the message from the topic. That's the reason once we click on the pull button, you are not seeing any kind of messages only. This is the way simply we can able to understand how we can able to create the topic, how we can able to create the subscription, how we can able to publish the message, how we can able to consume the message. All these are the things we need to understand with the help of our first example. Any question on this first example, please ask me.
Sir,
Yep.
one question, please. So,
Yes.
why did the message get deleted from the subscriber side?
No, come again. Can you please repeat? Can you please repeat the question?
Sir, why did the message get deleted from the subscriber side?
Yeah, subscriber given the acknowledgement, right? So if subscriber is given the acknowledgement, what is happening here? Your data is deleted from the topic. It's not deleted from the subscriber only. Okay. See,
Sir.
here we given the acknowledgement. Once we given the acknowledgement, what is happening here? We are not getting the data. You are not getting the data from the where? From the topics. Now you tell me, as a subscriber, you read the data, but have you stored this data anywhere from the subscriber side? Or you are the user, I'm acting as a subscriber. I read the data, but did I perform any kind of operations on top of this data? We haven't stored this data. Just we read the data. After that, we given the acknowledgement. That's the reason it deleted the data from the topic. Okay. Now, for example, after reading the data, you want to store this data in the GCS bucket, or you want to store the data into the BigQuery. If you want to do that kind of operations, we need to perform some extra steps. And here, just read the data. After read the data, I given the acknowledgement. That's the reason that data was removed from the topic. It is not removed from the subscriber, but on top of the subscriber side, you haven't performed any kind of operation. You didn't specify, I want to store this data in the GCS, or you didn't specify, I want to store this data in the BigQuery, or you didn't specify, I want to store this data in the MySQL. For that reason, you are unable to see the data as a subscriber here. Is it clear?
Okay. In this example, we discussed till the subscription only, right, sir?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now just we'll see one more example. Just see here. I am going to the topics. Click on topics. I am clicking on message. Now I am clicking on publish message. I'm doing the same activity and I'm given the, for example, hello GCS, one message publishing. Again, I'm going to create the one more message, publish message. I'm giving hello airflow. Click on publish. So what I have done here, I am publishing one messages or two messages now. I publish it total 2 messages as part of this example only. So earlier we published the only one message and we given the acknowledgement that message was deleted. Now here I am publishing 2 messages. After publishing both the messages, again I'm going to the subscription. In the subscription, click on your subscription name. See, when I'm explaining one topic, please focus on this topic only. And after completion of the class, if you want, you can able to perform any kind of experiments by depending on your convenience. I'm only saying that you can do any kind of experiments on top of your GCP console. Nothing is going to happen. But when I'm discussing one topic, please focus on this topic only. And otherwise, what will happen after 10 minutes? If you're coming back and if you're asking the question, what happened earlier, I cannot able to give the answer. So might be some people are trying to create the multiple subscriptions. Some people are trying to create the multiple topics. You can do all those activities after completion of the class. As part of the class, whatever example I'm giving, please try to understand that example properly. With that, you can able to perform all the experiments after completion of the class. Okay. Now go to the messages. Now here, if I'm going to click on the pull button, it will give the one message or it will give the 2 messages.
2 messages.
2 messages.
2 messages, obviously, because we created the 2 messages and for that reason, it will display both the messages. It is giving hello GCS and it is giving the hello airflow. Just I'm enabling this option. I am giving acknowledgement for 1 message. Now tell me, I given the acknowledgement for only 1 message only. Now if I'm going to click on the pull, what will happen?
Showing one message.
It will showing only 1 message. Okay, we are nothing discussed newly only. In the example 1, whatever we have done, same thing we are doing in the example 2 also. But in the example 2, instead of populating 1 message, we populated the multiple messages. With that, just we are seeing whether all the messages are coming or not. So this is the way simply you can able to understand with the help of the PubSub how we can able to publish the message, how we as a subscriber you can able to see the message. In between, what is the role of the topic and what is the role of the subscription. All this information you can able to understand by using the first example and second example. Now in the same way, we'll try to understand the one more example. And now my example is here like this. Try to understand the example. My example is I am having a GCS bucket. Now, whenever I am uploading files or objects into GCS bucket, I want to get notification to my PubSub topic. Try to understand. We are having a GCS bucket. In the GCS bucket, whenever I am uploading the files, generally what we will do in the GCS bucket, we are going to we are uploading the files. Whenever you are going to upload the files, I want to get the notification. What is the notification I want to get? File 1 uploaded, file 2 uploaded, file 3 uploaded, like that. As many number of files we are uploading, for every file I want to get the notification. Where you want to get the notification? I want to get the notification to my PubSub topic, and after getting this notification, I want to write this notification or this message as a file into other bucket. See here, we are getting the notification, and after getting the notification to the topic, what is my requirement? Whatever the topic or whatever the notification or whatever the message we are getting, and that message I want to write into a file. That file I want to store into the other bucket. That is the requirement. Now, by seeing this requirement, you try to give the answer here. What is the source application as part of this requirement? And what is the target application as part of this requirement? In between, what activities we need to perform? Any guesses?
GCS bucket is the source application, first
We can able
bucket.
to say GCS service. Instead of calling GCS bucket, we can able to say your Google Cloud Storage Service is acting as a one application, source application. From this source application, what activity you want to perform? Whenever we are uploading the file, I want to send the notification to where? I want to send the notification to topic. Indirectly, who is publishing the message here? As a GCS service, it is publishing the message, or we can able to call it is publishing the notification. Publishing the notification to where? To the topic. Now, after sending this message to the topic, what I want to do? In the previous example, what we did? Just we read the topic or just we read the message and we given the acknowledgement. But now my requirement is after receiving the messages and I want to write that message into a file in a other GCS bucket. Indirectly here, what is the target application?
GCS
Your target application
service.
is also nothing but your GCS service. In between, what we need to do?
You
We
need to
need to
write a
create
file.
a topic and we need to
Subscription.
create a subscription, and whatever the target bucket we are having, this target bucket need to have the relationship with the subscription. With that only what will happen, you can able to perform the operations on the. So as part of this example, we need to use the source application and we need to use the target application. In the both the applications, we are using the same GCS service. Now, with the help of the GCS service, I want to publish the message. After publishing the message, I want to read that message. I want to write that message into the file. That file I want to maintain in the other bucket. All these are the operations I want to perform as part of this example. To perform this operation, now you tell me what's the prerequisites?
Bucket
Topic.
need to create it.
We need to
First
create
one,
topic.
we need
Bucket
to have source bucket.
Source, yeah.
Okay. Second one, we need to send the notification, or we can able to say, I need to create a topic. I need to create a topic. And coming to third step, we can able to say
subscription.
Send notification from bucket to topic. Or we can able to say here, instead of sending, I'm saying it as a enable notification. Because from the GCS, whenever we are uploading the file, what need to happen? Those files need to come to topic, right? Which is nothing but we have to enable the notification from the GCS bucket to topic. This is the next step. After that, we need to create subscription. After that, we need to read data into file and upload this file into target bucket. So to perform this operation, what we have to create? We need to create target bucket also. Okay, directly we have to maintain the source bucket. By using this, we are publishing the messages, and coming to target bucket, we are writing all the messages into our target bucket. This is the operation we need to perform end to end. And any question on the requirement side? Any question on the requirement side or this example side? Okay, if no question, yeah, please.
I mean, ఇప్పుడు బకెట్ లోకి డేటా రాగానే లోడ్ చేసుకోమని చెప్తున్నాం కదా సార్. ఓన్లీ మన మెసేజెస్ లేకపోతే ఏమైనా కోడ్ కూడా రాసి ఆటోమేటిక్ గా రన్ అయ్యడం.
That I will show you. That's the example I'm showing you, right? See, here I given the explanation. This is the requirement, and these are the activities which we are going to perform. How we are going to perform that I will show you. With that, you can able to get the knowledge whether we are writing the code or PubSub is giving any default option that you can able to understand once we are going to perform this practical activity.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
We'll cover that. Okay. Any questions on the requirement side, this example, or on the step side? Okay. If no questions, well and good, Andy. So see, we are having only 2 minutes of time. In 2 minutes or in 10 minutes also, we cannot able to complete this end-to-end practical. So we'll do one thing. So tomorrow we'll take this one, or otherwise, if I'm going to take the class in the 11:45, in the 11:45 session, we'll try to understand how we can able to perform this activity in practical. With that, we can able to do one example by using the GCS service as application, by using GCS service as a target application, how we can able to use the PubSub, all that information we can understand by using the practical. That practical we'll see either in the 11:45 session or in the 2:30 session. So just give me 20 minutes of time, Andy. In 20 minutes, I will give the update to you whether we are having the class at 11:45 or not. Okay, I will give the update to you in 20 minutes in the Telegram group. If we are having the class at 11:45, in the 11:45 session, first we'll see this example. After completion of this example, if time is available, then we'll go for the Python concepts. If complete 1 hour is taking to do the example on this one only, then we are going to spend the complete time on top of this PubSub example only. Is it clear? Plan is either in the 11:45 or in the 2:30, we are going to do this practical activity. Coming to 11:45 session, I will give the confirmation in next 20 minutes. Please wait for 20 minutes. In next 20 minutes, I will give the confirmation to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.